It's Sunday morning, you're the child of an African woman, and the first thing you get awoken by is a song. Not just any song, but the same song that repeats itself on blast. And you instantly know it's going to be a full day of cleaning. But why is this? What makes music so important to Black people? Ray Charles once said, I was born with music inside me. Music was one of my parts. It was like my heart, like my blood, like my liver. It was a necessity for me, a force already within me when I arrived on the scene. It's a necessity like food or water. This quote perfectly sums up the part that music plays in the lives of African people. It's a part of who we are, and it's not something that we can give up, nor would we want to. According to the Smithsonian Institution, over the centuries, African people used music to connect with the heritage from which they were torn. The As the first Africans who were enslaved and brought over to America, they used music to be as a coping mechanism, a means to communicate as they were banned from speaking. A means to communicate as they were banned from speaking. As before the period of call and response, before and during the period of call and response, music music was used within tribes to as a way of communicating. As stated, music music was connected between religious and spiritual beliefs. It connects to societal values and norms. When I was doing my research for this talk, I couldn't exactly pinpoint one reason why music was so important. And that's because, as Ray Charles said, it's a vital organ for us, something that we can't live without, nor would we want to. It makes up who we are and who we are to become. We've all heard of the American dream, but the idea that if you live in America and work hard enough for each opportunity, you'll get to live the dream, which is great. But I would like to talk about the African dream, which is the one that music kind of enables us. It is the idea that if you keep on singing and dancing with just a little bit of faith, everything will work out. African slaves went through a lot of torture and awful experiences that felt like they would never end, and music was their life. It was a reminder that everything would work out in the end. It was something that they were going to pass down to their children and those children for generations to come. One of my favorite quotes by Obama is, if you try to suppress the arts, you're suppressing the greatest dreams and aspirations of the people. Which I've always found to be quite true. As growing up as someone from Nigeria, a country full with arts and music, it was always who we are, and we loved it so much because it connected to our deepest dreams and aspirations of who we wanted to be and who we are. In the end, I couldn't really figure out why music is so important to African people, because of the vast amount of reasons why it is. It's in our blood and it's who we are and who we want to become. It's something that cannot be taken from us, and it's something that we're always going to have. Which is why I believe that as African people, we love it so much, because we know it's one of the things that we're never going to lose.